Hello everyone, today I'm going to be checking out Milk Belly Bakery, which is an Asian inspired bakery, and they make all sorts of different items including scones and sandos. They're a small family-run bakery, and because of that, they open out of a ghost kitchen, which is really interesting. It's almost like a giant kitchen that a whole bunch of different restaurants rent out, and they all share the same space. On their website, I saw that they have a lot of different items. They have a huge menu, so I made sure to place my order online. So let's go. I'm really looking forward to trying some of their items, including their scones. I'm back from Milk Belly Bakery right now, and I have to say the ghost kitchen was quite interesting. It's in an industrial area right next to the San Jose airport, and unfortunately I wasn't able to film inside, but there really wasn't much in there. There's literally just a front door and then a little pickup counter right inside, and it's really not much. However, I think it's quite interesting because there's so many different restaurants that do takeout from that one ghost kitchen, so I'm surprised that they're able to fit all these different businesses into there. I'm going to be starting off with your Japanese egg salad sandwich. It's filled with egg salad, and it also looks like there's a soft boiled egg in the middle. This is one of their most popular sandwiches. This is quite nice. The bread is nice and firm, and it definitely tastes freshly baked because they make all of their own bread, and the filling is also amazing as well. It's so light and rich and creamy. It's incredibly smooth. It's almost like pureed eggs, and then I also love the egg in the middle. It's perfectly cooked, just softly boiled and gentle as you bite into it. I taste a little bit of Japanese mayonnaise that's mixed into the filling, which gives it a light sweetness, and you also have some black pepper on top, which just adds a subtle kick. And you're really gonna like this if you enjoy egg salad sandwiches. It's so much creamier and a little bit sweeter and so much smoother than pretty much any other egg salad sandwich you've ever had. Next, I'm gonna be trying their house breakfast sandwich, which is filled with bacon, eggs, and a little bit of aioli. The first thing you taste when you bite into the sandwich is the bread, and compared to the egg salad sandwich, this one has toasted bread, so I really love that toasted flavor. And then as you bite into it more, you get the crisp of the bacon. You definitely get a nice rich flavor, but it's not too much, which I really appreciate. Just a very thin layer of bacon. And then what's really unique is the way they do their egg. It's almost like an omelet, perfectly cooked, nice and firm, but there's so many different layers. As you bite into it, you can just feel your teeth going through all the different layers. And just to round it out, you have the aioli, which almost tastes like a lemon garlic aioli. There's a bit of tanginess. I definitely do taste a little bit of lemon, and there's a tiny bit of cheese right in the middle, just to add a bit of extra saltiness. Next, I'm going to be trying the spam and egg sandwich. This is filled with spam, eggs, ham, a little bit of cheese, and it's topped off with gochujang aioli, and gochujang is spicy Korean red pepper paste. I love gochujang. I really love the Korean flavors of spiciness and a little bit of fermented flavor, and I think that's going to go really great with the spam because I also love spam in my Korean stews and such. Wow, out of all the sandwiches I tried, this one is definitely my favorite. I really love the flavor of the gochujang spread. It really adds a nice sweetness, a little bit fermented flavor, and just a kick of spiciness. It's not too crazy though, it's definitely on the mild side. And then the spam adds a really nice saltiness, and that pairs quite great with the ham. I love spam, especially in my Korean food, and this is really interesting. It's almost like a Korean breakfast sandwich in a sense. This is a must try. Next, I'm going to be trying their potato toast cones. They're covered in parsley, shallot, lemon, garlic, and a little bit of Korean chili flakes. And they're fried potatoes, so they feel nice and crispy on the outside. These potatoes are really nice and crispy on the outside. It's just a light crunch. It is a little bit on the greasy side, but that's expected since they're fried. I love the flavor from the shallots and parsley, and I also enjoy the red pepper flakes. However, I do wish there was a little bit more. It just needs a little bit more heat, but this is really good for people that can't handle anything too spicy and want a really filling side to go with one of their breakfast sandwiches. Now we are going to be moving on to the sweet ones, and this is actually my most anticipated sandwich. This is the strawberry sando. It's their freshly baked bread filled with whipped cream and strawberries. Very simple, but this is going to be one tasty combination. This is everything I want from a strawberry sando. The bread is so soft and fluffy and fresh tasting. The strawberries are really nice and juicy and tart, so they balance out the sweetness of the cream. And there's a tiny bit of almond extract in the cream, which adds a nice fragrance. And it's sort of covered up by the strawberries, but then you have a crunch of the almonds, which add a nice nuttiness. And they definitely balance out some of the other flavors in here. This is a great sweet item. I know I haven't tried anything else sweet, but you really need to try this one as well. It's just so fresh and light tasting. It's not rich at all. I could honestly probably eat this entire sandwich myself. Next, I'm going to be trying a Hong Kong style egg custard pie, and this almost looks like a giant egg tart. The crust definitely looks like an egg tart, and then you have the rich egg custard in the middle, and then it has a torch top. Or maybe it just looks like that because it's been baked for a while, but the top definitely looks caramelized. Whoa, this is not at all what I was expecting. The first thing you taste is that sweet caramelized top. That is so wonderful. And then the filling is definitely like a mixture between an egg custard and a cheesecake. But you definitely get a cream cheesy flavor, and it has a very smooth and soft texture, almost like the texture of a creme brulee. It's definitely a lot softer and more liquidy than a traditional egg tart that's more firm. And then I love the crust. It tastes like a freshly baked egg tart crust. It's really rich and buttery. This is so decadent and rich. This one is definitely one that you might want to split, because honestly, half of this is enough. I know it looks quite small, but trust me, it is rich and sweet, but oh so satisfying. Finally, I'm going to be moving on to their scones. That is the category I'm the most excited about because they have some really gourmet flavors. I'm going to be starting off with their blueberry ricotta scone. I think that sounds sort of interesting because ricotta is a cheese, so I'm guessing it's part of the batter and it's mixed in with there maybe to give it some more buttery or rich flavor. And there's some blueberries in here, so let's give it a taste. It looks really nice and purple. My intuition was definitely right. This scone is just out of this world. The outside is so crumbly and the inside is soft and delicate, and they use fresh blueberries in here, not frozen ones, which I'm used to, so that tastes a lot different. And then I love the topping, which is a lemon glaze. It's made with lemon juice, so it adds a bit of tartness as well as a bit of sweetness because it's also quite sugary. And then the inside, you get even more lemon fragrance because there's some lemon zest in there. This is so intensely flavored and delicious. This would go great with a cup of tea. Now for their ube scone, and ube is a purple yam. I love ube flavored things. I love ube in pretty much any dessert, so I already know this one's gonna be great. The ube one tastes great as well. The batter is just plain. I do wish there was a bit of ube flavoring in that, but you definitely taste the ube extract in the glaze, which has this rich, almost taro-like flavor. It's really quite interesting. It's kind of hard to explain if you've never had it before, but it definitely has a decent bit of ube flavor. However, it's still not as good as that blueberry one, but this is definitely worth a try if you're into ube sort of stuff, because I do like this one. We have our final item, which is the strawberry yuzu scone. This is the one I was most excited about, but now I think it's quite hard to top off that blueberry ricotta scone. This is a mixture of strawberries as well as yuzu, which is Japanese citrus that almost tastes like a cross between a lemon and an orange. This one is amazing as well, not quite as good as the blueberry one. I know I'm comparing everything to it, because that was just like the pinnacle of every single item I tried here, but this one definitely has a strong yuzu flavor, which just again is almost like an orange and a lemon, very citrusy, very bright and refreshing, and then the strawberry flavor is so intense in there, really adds a nice tartness, just surrounded by the crumbly scone. This one is wonderful as well. I was really impressed by the Milk Belly experience. I felt like it was kind of odd going to a ghost kitchen since I've never experienced that before, but wow, their food definitely wowed me. Pretty much every single item was just out of this world or surprised me in some other way. Now for my favorite items, my favorite savory item for sure was the spam and egg sandwich. That one was so unique with that gochujang spread because it really gave it sort of a Korean-like flavor. So it was a really interesting twist on sort of like a breakfast sandwich with a little bit of spam and eggs. And you're gonna love that one if you're into spam or if you're into spicy sort of Korean foods. It's so delicious and unique. I've never had anything like it before. And as far as the sweet items go, I love that strawberry sando. The bread is fresh, the cream is really nice and fragrant from the almond extract. You have a crunch from the nuts. That one was fantastic. But I think the real favorite here is that blueberry ricotta scone. So citrusy and bright, and I love the juiciness that you still get from those fresh blueberries that they use in there, and it's so moist. Probably one of the most moist scones that I've ever had, and that would go great with a cup of tea. And I forgot to mention earlier that despite the fact that it's made with ricotta, I thought it might have some sort of cheesy flavor, but you literally don't taste it at all. I think all that does is just contribute to the moistness and maybe a little bit of the richness of the scone. You all definitely need to check out Milk Belly. All of their items were made fresh today. In fact, the scones I got were still warm when you picked them up, so you're really going to appreciate their high quality baking and their high quality ingredients. And yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure if you did to give it a like, and also make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.